Hello everyone, welcome back to Academy of Internal Audit. So today in our series of success story, we have Mr. Makarand with us. So just to introduce, Makarand is carrying around 20 plus years of experience, and as far as qualification is concerned, he is a CA, CIA, CRMA, CWA, CMA and now CFE as well. So as far as professional experience is concerned, in the 20 years of experience, he has worked with since last 10 years, he has worked with Walters Kluwer USA and right now designated as Associate Director Corporate Planning and ESG. So Makaranji, first of all, many congratulations on becoming CFE also.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. First of all, glad to be here, and thank you to inviting me to have on this series and share my experience. So, but without your help and guidance, this would not have been possible. So again, I appreciate so much from your side.
Right. Thank you so much, Makaranji, being so kind. So, without taking much time, Makaranji, how are you feeling after becoming CFE also?
Excellent. One monkey is back off my back. That's what I call it. But yeah, I think the, why I wanted to have this, qualification is because as you say in the class, I think the external environment has a lot of like geopolitical inside internal and external challenges, and I think in the corporate environment this is becoming an issue, and I wanted to be more focused, and especially from the legal side. And I think this qualification will help me in taking that aspects, especially though I have detected many frauds in my previous experience and even in my current employer. But I think the do's and don'ts, especially in the investigation, I think this qualification will help me a lot. I think that's what I was looking for, and especially from your guidance and tips, I think it will be more relevant for my day to day, my job, and also what my future goals are. So that's why I wanted to have this qualification, in my belt. I always say, you are tremendous. Your coaching is so different, and you are so different. You want everybody to be successful, and not only on like material side. You are genuine, and your tactics, your tips, your kind of dedication, that motivates also me a lot. Being you so motivated, I said, why cannot I? And that triggered me a kind of more to push for it. So again, hats off to you. That's a great.
Thank you so much, Makaranji. And the main point which actually made this day come true was your dedication also. I
Agree.
do remember the days when you have not missed even a single Sunday session. And though the time was very uncomfortable, it was 12:30 in the night for you. And
That's right.
in every Sunday class, I found you. That's really appreciated. So Makaranji, will you please let all of the viewers know what was your overall strategy about preparation, about the examination and all?
Yeah, you know what, Punitji, I would say like I use the three-prong strategy. One is I started with your video lectures. At the same time, I took your books. And what I was doing is like I was, first of all, I was understanding the basic concepts. And I think the most important thing I would advise the students is that, and you also say in the class many times, uh, you need to understand the concepts. If your concepts are clear, 80% of the examination is you almost pass, right? So yeah, I would say like I use the three-prong strategy. One is I was paying attention on the video lectures. I was making sure what are those concepts are. Then I was writing in my books. I was not writing too many things, but what I did is like I was preparing a chart at the same time on white paper, and I was highlighting even on the white paper the concepts, actually. What are the key words in that concept? And before the exam or the before the day of my exam, I was just glancing through so that I was like, yeah, this is what exactly the concept is. If any terminology comes into the or statement comes into the our exam question, then I know what to apply for, right? And then that is my first strategy. Second one was the question bank, what you gave, and I think I solved two times first, and then the third one is the your doubt session and the mock. Doubt session was very helpful, and I can give you like couple of examples where even though I was reading the books, putting my the notes and everything, but couple of things or more than that, in fact the statements what you made, it hits me a lot, and I didn't even look at it in my whole now future career, that what is a fraud scale. You explained it so nicely that the scale how. So it was not that like the three elements was like integrity, the pressure, and so it was not about that. It was the factor of your where the scale moves. Those type of, I would say, the concepts students should know, that why the doubt session is important. And Puneet sir, I can bet you that couple of statements and a couple of his experience will definitely help you passing the exam. I think those three strategies, it really helped me a lot actually.
Right, right. Thank you so much, Makaranji. So you mentioned that you have gone through the video lectures, you have gone through the books, you have prepared your own notes on the plain paper. Then no doubt you have attended all of the doubt sessions as well, and you have then attempted the mock test. And then the moment you were appearing into the examination, you found yourself very comfortable. Hence, you have passed all of the four exams in the first attempt itself. Very,
Yes,
very
yes,
appreciated.
thank you. Yes, yes.
So, Makaranji, can you please let all of your fellow CFEs to know about any special trick which you used, maybe in terms of do's and don'ts from the study or from the examination point of view?
One thing I would tell, like, you have your planning first. And what I say by planning is like you put a target for you. I know
Mm.
everybody is busy in their day-to-day work. You have family obligation, but if you have the plan in place, for example, like in my case, I put a plan in, like, okay, I have my 3 month strategy to pass the exam, right? So if I have a 3 month strategy, what I started is like I first registered the exam. I I I first took out all the criterias of sitting for the exam, taking your references, a 2 month window. So all those basic criterias you get through first. Don't try to be like, oh, you study your classes and then you are finding like, oh my god, now I need to register, I need to talk to anybody and take their references, some basic qualification. I would say like avoid that. And then the 3 months start from completing all those basic formalities, then
Mhm.
start your 3 month planning. And 3 month planning, I would say like, again, you need to be prepared 1 month, putting some, if you are new, for example, and not having the accounting background, I would say like first month, like just maybe take some time, read through books, go through the video lectures. And when you are very serious about it, start those 2 months are very critical then. Then you don't have any kind of time off and say like, oh, I have something excuse for my day-to-day work. So I would say like the planning is very key. And then once you start your window of 2 months, then you should schedule your exam back to back. Like what I did in my case is like I put like 1 week gap. So I was knowing that if something comes up very serious on my work, I have my some time left. So I'm not like kind of falling behind on my planning, right? So couple of days I put my exam on Saturday because I was
Okay.
knowing that my critical work was due, my deliverables were due on some of the weekdays. So I took that part away and I put that already my exam on Saturday. So your planning is very important, your execution is very important. So I would say like keep track on those. From my point of view is very critical, I think.
Very nice, Makaranji. The main point which you touched upon is very important, that planning. Until as we have planning in our hand, obviously we will not be able to complete it, especially in the limited time. We may
Exactly.
be able to do it with, but it may take number of months, and it sometime it in years as well, right? So we
Exactly.
have to fix our target that by this day we have to
Yes.
complete our entire certification. And if you have this kind of plan in your mind, obviously in our day-to-day liabilities, be it's our personal commitment, our official commitment, some kind of exigencies, these will keep on coming.
Coming.
No doubt these will keep on coming. But yes, if we are dedicated, yes, we have to complete it by that day, definitely will be in position to do so. Exceptions
Exactly.
are everywhere.
Exactly, exactly. And I would say, like, just want to give another comfort is like, if you are ready, right? Meaning, like, if you want to achieve the goal in 3 months, I think 70% is you are giving the help to the students, because you have so many resources available that you yourself put on the YouTube videos, some basic, like, exam, how to, do's and don'ts, the backup of your computer, something goes wrong. So I think if you are prepared, there is almost 50% from the your side is the help is already there. So it's just a matter of combination of both, and you will be past the CFE exam. It's not difficult.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes. Right, right, Makaranji. Thank you so much for your kind words and the special feedback with the feedback and the inputs which you have shared. I believe the inputs which you have shared will be definitely be helpful for all of the fellow CFAs, right? And I'll
Absolutely.
request all whosoever is viewing this video, if you have any doubt about the CFE exam or the study, you can be in touch with Makaranji also over his LinkedIn profile, or you can comment over the this video also, and we will request Makaranji to please reply and help all of
Absolutely.
you.
Absolutely, absolutely. One thing I would advise is, I think you ask also in previous your videos that I know, like, students wants to take the class, the exam from home. Uh, in my case, I want to put the liability on others. If something goes wrong, they are liable, not me, right?
Not
So
me.
I gave, even though, like, in US there is no interruption of the internet most of the time, right? Nothing happens, but I wanted that liability on the center, and I appeared the exam, all my 4 modules through the exam center. Just want to give that,
Okay,
yeah, from my
great.
perspective.
Yeah. So it's always better if you have the center available near to your home in your city itself, then it's
Right.
better. Why to take risk? Let them to take all of the onus of
Exactly.
providing the entire infrastructure. Though we are having it at our home, but why to take a risk, right?
Exactly.
But yes, if you are facing the trouble, like you, if you the city is quite far away from your
Yeah,
location, it
that's
will
it.
take a lot of the time to travel to that location also, then okay, then you can definitely give the exam from home. Many students used to give the exam from home also, but yes,
Yeah.
if you have the center is there, better to go for that one only.
Right,
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 exactly.
very nice.
I always tell them, like, if you know how to pass the exam, go to AI, go to Puneet. He is the
Right.
subject matter expert, and always guide. If you know the subject matter expert, it becomes your life very easy. It becomes very easy to pass the exam, and also remember the concepts. Passing the exam
Good.
is one thing. Of course, you
One
have to
thing, yeah.
pass the exam, but in your day-to-day life, or even practical, some of the tips what we read in your notes is so critical. I mean, you should not be just passing the exam. Absolutely is very, very important. But something goes wrong in your even personal life, then you know what to do. Actually, how to even connect with your lawyers. For example, what documentation you should keep. So I would say, like, this qualification is help you in your job, but also from your on a daily life is also very important.
Very nice, Makaranji. So, without taking your much time, we really wish to thank you for sparing your valuable time and sharing your inputs, Makaranji. And once again, many congratulations on becoming certified fraud examiner.
Thank you so much, sir. And I appreciate. Without your help, this would not have been possible. Thank you again. I appreciate.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Bye
Good
bye.
evening. Good evening.
Right.
Bye bye.